Hello guys, so the video today will tell you how in 1 year we adopted 3 cats. So in November we got our first apartment, and in December we were talking about getting a cat. I had a stable job, she had a stable job, we wanted to travel, so and this time was a bit complicated or thinking, should we get a cat, should we get a cat? As I never had cats in my life, I thought they were like going to be a problem.
Yeah, but the thing is, actually, before adopting the first one, we thought in case here nearby, actually 2 streets away from us, is a hotel for cats. So we thought actually we will do it there in case. Okay, it's not that we travel each month, right? We travel each
3 months.
4 months.
Yeah, 3-4 months. So the thing is, we live in Germany. In Germany, for adopting a cat is quite difficult. First, there is a lot of payments that you need to give, and normally you need to take 2 cats at a time. If you're going to take a cat, normally they tell you, yeah, I'm sorry, but the cat is going to be lonely, so you need to take 2.
I think it's just recommended, it's not a requirement.
I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but we were reading about it, right? And to be honest, I was...
Okay, the thing is, we didn't adopt it here, but in Poland, actually because of one reason. Here the shelter is like 1 hour away from our home, and on the website, when I checked it, it was written actually that it's Corona time and you are not allowed to go there and check which cat you want to adopt. I don't know, because actually it's not possible to the end, like it was just written on the website, but I didn't call them at the end, because actually I come from Poland, so it's like 2 hours away from Berlin, and in Poland it's a bigger problem with cats. There are a lot of them, not like here. Here, when I checked websites, like with private people, with mixed cats that they wanted just to sell, you needed to pay for it, because there are not so many of them. But in Poland there are so many cats, people just want to get rid of them, you know, they give it for free, or you can find even on the street. Maybe not in the big cities, but on the villages you can just take one actually. So we decided to adopt it in Poland.
I remember we went to first one shelter. At the beginning they didn't let us in with they didn't want to let us in with the cats.
Yeah, because it was still Corona time. We adopted it in 2021 in December.
We went there, they show us the cats. It was through a window, right? So you could see the cats. Most of them, they were old. They were like more than 5, and there was a couple of kittens that were born, and they were not. They were going to castrate them, but then you will need to wait like one month or something. You will need to wait a long time for recovery. And the thing is, like, we wanted a cat. Then we went to Poland knowing that we were going to adopt a cat that day. And I was quite sad, because actually I remind when I took my first dog, that you go there, you see the dogs, you see if he approaches you, like if they're nice. I didn't want to take a cat that I didn't have contact with. For me, a cat is, or a dog, like an animal, is really special. You should have a bond with him. It's not like just it's not like just taking anything and just it didn't work, then you give it back. For me, it doesn't work. If you take one cat, it's like you should take care of it. And I was quite sad. I remember we drive like 45 minutes away from the city, and we were quite sad, or at least I was. And then she searched another shelter. We went there, and in this shelter they let us in to see the cats, and we fell in love of one cat actually. He was really confident. He approached to us, and I think
The thing is, I wanted to take his brother, but Arian liked Gianni more because he wanted to play with him all the time. And then I was like, okay, like I love all the cats, so I don't care so much. So I wanted Arian to be happy also because it's also his baby, right? So we took Gianni, and then actually after 1 week, because all the time we wanted to take just one, right? After 1 week, we wanted to come back and adopt his brother.
No, wait.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we were in the shelter, right? And the girl from the shelter told us, yeah, he has a brother. No, he has a friend, right?
Brother.
He has a brother, and they were always playing together. They were super friendly, and she recommended us to take both.
Yeah, but all the time we wanted to adopt just one cat, so we didn't even consider it.
Yeah, the thing is, I never had a cat in my life, and it's completely different having a cat than going somewhere to see a cat in a house from a friend, and you go there and the cat is like far away because cats are like this, are shy, they don't like new people, right? So as a stranger who never had a cat before and always have dogs, going to a place and see a cat that you see the cat and he runs, and I wasn't sure, so like we got Gianni. To be honest, Gianni was a really nice cat to have as a first cat, because he's super nice. He's not angry, he doesn't bite, he doesn't scratch, he plays, he comes. He's like a small doggy, to be honest, and I love him. After 1 week, I decided we thought he was sad.
Yeah,
Actually.
he was sad. He wanted to play all the time. We couldn't actually sleep at night all the time. We needed to sleep with him. It was actually at the beginning, the first night he was sitting in the toilet next to the sun and crying. So we started thinking maybe we should take his brother.
After this first week, unfortunately, they took already his brother.
No. After 1 week, I got actually allergy. Like I had a cat before, right? So I thought actually maybe he was dirty after this shelter, but I wasn't sure. Like I will not take another cat if I can have allergy, because you know, like when you adopt, you don't want to give it back, right? So I thought, okay, we have one, I will need to live somehow with it. And then actually after 2 weeks passed by, we wanted to adopt the second one, so his brother, but he was already booked. He was going home with another cat. So we decided we will not, fight for the cat, because actually he also had good contact with the other one, and one girl decided to adopt two.
So we went to the shelter, and from the same family of cats, there was Sabrina. Thing is, she was hissing, and she was in a dark corner. She was like not playing. She was a quite complicated cat, and the girl told us, what the girl told us? She will have complicated, right, to get adopted.
Because normally, if you want to adopt a cat, you need to see them if you want to adopt a cat. Then they want a cat that comes to you, you can cuddle, you can pet, and not the one that is running.
It took for Ola 6 months to have trust on
Yeah,
her.
but now she loves me.
Yes, she loves her, but still me, like, she's coming to me, but she still is afraid. She still is afraid. She doesn't like come to me, like she comes near her and then she lets me pet her often, but we already have her 1 year, so it was a little bit complicated. She's super lovely with me sometimes. But
Yeah,
yes, like I think like we were lucky at the beginning to first adopt Gianni, because to be honest, if I would adopt Sabrina first, I don't think I would adopt another cat. So it is depending which cat you have, or the experience that you have with the cats. Because, for example, Gianni is like a little dog. He sleeps with us. He comes. He like headbutts you, and then like super friendly. He plays, and then you have Sabrina that at the beginning it was like not having a cat. She was just hiding. You couldn't pet her. She was all the time scared of you. She had a disease in her eyes. She has a problem with her eyes. So actually I needed to take her to put the drops, and I think that is a quite big reason why she hates me now, because I needed to take her. She was like scratching me and biting me, and I just like forced her and put the drops in her eyes. So I think constantly doing that for 4 or 5 months, like of course she will get scared of me, right? Now it got better, but still it's just with us. For example, like when we have visits, Yanni doesn't have a problem, but her is like at the beginning she was scared under the couch, stay there for 4 hours, 3 hours until everyone left. Now she's actually getting a little bit outside, and she's getting better actually.
Yeah, but she just needs time.
Yeah, but as I tell you, like we didn't plan to have 3 cats. We just wanted 1 cat. Then
after 2
we
weeks,
saw that the cat was unhappy. Then we decided to take Sabrina. And at the beginning we were joking, well, let's have another cat. And the thing is, like with 2 cats we're already enough. Like honestly, I was like,
Our family thought we were crazy.
yes, like I was like, no, I don't want any more cats. I had enough. Thing is, having Sabrina was, for me, was not like having a cat.
And you
Like,
were joking to have 1.5.
like really, I didn't saw her in the whole day. Just when I give her food, she didn't like me. She was scared of me. And I remember we went to Poland to give some food to the shelter. We went there, and then the girl comes, yeah, give the stuff, and you want to see the cats? And it was a mistake, because she opens the door, I come in, and we bought some toys, right? And then Marcos directly, the first thing, he came at me and starts headbutting me. He was so cute. I could carry him. He was like, honestly, I fell in love with him at like first sight. Like I think like he chose me and I chose him. I wanted to take him that day. It wasn't possible because we didn't brought the transporter.
After a week, we're going again to Poland for a cat.
And it was a problem with him because he had an accident.
Yeah, he's walking with them.
Yeah, he had an accident, and then we were a little bit scared what's gonna happen. Maybe we'll have problems in the future. We just took him, and to be honest, he is like a really nice cat. He bites a little bit.
Yeah, but not like he wants to bite you, you know?
Yeah, but he's super friendly. He comes. He's not scared. We think he had a family before, because he's not afraid of humans. He comes and he's.
Yeah, but no one came for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was in the shelter for 2 or 3 months.
And they didn't have a chip, so we decided to take him. And that's how we got 3 cats. First cat because he was super nice and he was sad. We wanted to make him happy, so we took another cat. Then Sabrina was like half of a cat, and then we went to the shelter to be nice with the people and help a little bit. Now we ended up with 3 cats. I think I don't want more cats, I don't want more animals, I think it's
If you
enough.
want the 4th one, you should come.
No, we're not having, I think it's enough. All 3 cats are adopted. We recommend adoption, not buying. That's it.